Hey, welcome back to Bobb-z Callahan's Word of Advice. And for those of you out there who may be thinking, shoot, shouldn't Bobb-z be resting after his wisdom teeth surgery? If you are one of those people wondering about that, then let me tell you that yes, I am recovering from my wisdom teeth surgery as you're watching this. However, I made this video before my surgery, so I could just take a little while to rest, but during the time I'm out and recovering, I could still post some videos so I don't get behind. So, no need to worry about me making videos while I'm not really feeling 100% at the moment. And rest assured that pretty soon I should be fully recovered and I'll go back to making word of advice videos just like I am right now. So with that, in this video I thought I would talk about a topic which I think many of us can relate to, or at least some people definitely have experience with. And that would be on the topic of conceit. And basically when it comes to conceit, you know, if there's anybody out there who feels conceited at times or feels conceited a lot of the time, it's pretty much easy to think of yourself as someone who is better than most people and those other people are just kind of inferior to you. I know I used to wrestle with this a lot, much more than I do now. I mean, I really don't even think about being conceited anymore since I realize I'm imperfect. But, you know, it's something I've dealt with in the past, and I've gotten better at thinking to myself that being conceited is not exactly a good thing. You know, when you're conceited and you think of yourself as somebody who is better than somebody else, I do believe that kind of mindset can change somebody into the type of person who really isn't as approachable, and it can change someone into a person who is not as well liked by others. When anybody can be well liked by others if they just work on their personality and their mindset. I do believe being conceited can definitely turn someone into a person who is self-centered and just somebody who likes to think of themselves as someone better than most people. Me, what I try to do and what I recommend to people is to avoid being conceited and trying to think to yourself that while you may have plenty of blessings in your life, so maybe that's a certain talent you have, you can look in the mirror and think you're good looking, or you have a lot of friends and you grew up with a rich family. At the same time, I try to encourage others to remember that we are all imperfect. You know, all of us have made mistakes, and there's something in every single person's life which is a flaw. Now, when it comes to thinking about your blessings, I mean, yes, those are things to remember and enjoy, and thank God for them, and you can use them for good things in this world. But don't let those blessings get to your head in the wrong way. And remember at the same time that you've messed up before, just like I have, and everybody's messed up. And everybody is flawed in some kind of way. And I think when it comes to people who realize that and they're dealing with conceited people, there can be some hurt feelings involved when a person who realizes they're flawed tries to create a relationship with someone who is conceited. Because odds are that conceited person might say to somebody else, yeah, but I'm cooler than that, I don't need to hang with you. A conceited person may not say it like that, but overall, someone who has let a lot of their blessings get to their head in the wrong way. Just maybe so self-centered that they may not really consider hanging out with people who seem inferior to them. And that doesn't sound like the kind of person that I want to be, and I would hope it's not the kind of person that anybody would want to be. Even though there are some people out there who do act and think like that. Overall, the main point, which I just wanted to make in this video, is that you should definitely not let your blessings get to your head in the wrong way. Don't ever let any blessing in your life get to your head and make you think that you are better than somebody else, and that a lot of people are inferior to you. Always try to realize that other people have their blessings and you have your blessings. But also remember that you have your flaws as well, and that you have fallen short of God's glory too. I do believe if you remember these things, and also try to remember that you can use your blessings in a good way. If you remember all of that, and just try to think to yourself that being conceited is bad, I do believe you can do yourself a lot of good. Now, if you have wrestled with feeling conceited before, I can totally understand the challenge that must be coming along right now in your life if you are trying to change your mindset and you don't want to feel conceited. Definitely practice thinking to yourself every day that you have your flaws like everybody else, and always thank God for the blessings that you have in your life. Never let them get to your head in the wrong way. And I believe over time, if you repeatedly practice that, then you will end up with the kind of mindset which is more open-minded when it comes to anybody. And you won't necessarily deal with those thoughts as much, which say, yeah, I'm better than somebody else. In the end, we're all flawed. We should remember our blessings, and don't let our blessings get to our head in the wrong way. And with that, this is pretty much all that I really wanted to say on this topic. I certainly hope what I've talked about in this video will come in handy. Come back for another word of advice video.